Americans continue to die as part of the Democrats' illegal immigration scheme, and that begs the question, how much more government betrayal will Americans take? That's my question in today's preamble. Another young American has lost her life courtesy of an illegal alien who should never have been here to take it. The latest tragedy occurred in a beautiful community called Grapevine, Texas. Freshly graduated from a high school, 18-year-old Ava Renee Moore was kayaking on Lake Grapevine over Memorial Day weekend. According to the Texas Attorney General's office, Ava was struck and killed by an illegal alien riding a jet ski. In his first interview after arresting the illegal alien and her accomplice, an illegal alien, Ken Paxton told me on the radio show about this horrific crime.
A young woman, just the prime of her life, about to do some amazing things in the United States Air Force, serve her country. Just a great person. She was out on the lake kayaking, Lake Grapevine up in the Dallas area, and was run over by a jet ski and killed and on her kayak. And it turns out that the woman who did that was an illegal from Venezuela, and she tried to escape without rendering any aid with another illegal from Venezuela male. And it took us a day or two, but we tracked them down. My fugitive apprehension unit, which is very good, tracked them down, and they were arrested.
That's right. The criminal illegal aliens fled the scene, wrecked some cars as they did so, imperiling more American lives, and were caught by the conservative AG in Texas and his team. Have a look at Ava again. She was slated to go into the United States Air Force to serve our nation. And now our country will miss out on everything she could have contributed. She will never marry, never have a family. It was all stolen from her by Democrats and their open border policies. Her family will have to bear the weight of this needless, senseless, and 100% avoidable death. Ava was betrayed by the United States government, as was her family, as was every victim of illegal alien crime and their families, as are all we Americans. It was Democrat policies that have led to this and other deaths and horrific crimes, and those policies will lead to more American deaths. But Democrats were not alone, no. Certain Republicans voted to fully fund this policy that is literally killing our citizens and making victims of our citizens. In fact, several of these Republicans never voted once to defund President Otto Penn's destructive agenda. They gleefully supported it, even undermining the incoming House GOP majority in 2022, prioritizing billions for Ukraine's borders, while our own borders laid wide open. In one of the many fake budgets championed by Mitch McConnell, John Cornyn, and their left-wing GOP ilk, on page 753 was this little nugget. Quote, "None of the funds shall be used to hire permanent federal employees or to acquire, maintain, or extend border security technology and capabilities, except for technology and capabilities to improve Border Patrol processing," end quote. They wanted to get illegal aliens in and prohibited any money be used to build border barriers to keep them out. Texas Senator John Cornyn is on record saying he doesn't believe in President Trump's border barriers and walls, despite every credible Border Patrol official saying that those barriers are force multipliers, helping patriots keep Americans safe. But as they've seen for the past 2 decades, the last thing Democrats and key complicit Republicans care about is our people, our lives, and our safety. Another dead American at the hands of an illegal alien is proof I need, all the proof I need. Where the GOP has done nothing to stop the Democrats' illegal immigration campaign, President Trump and the America First coalition are doing all they can to get illegal aliens out of the country. The administration is asking the Supreme Court to rein in rogue judges who are finding every excuse they can to keep illegal aliens in this country and killing our people. President Trump wants to reward illegal aliens for their treachery by sending them to countries that are not their countries of origin and are not the United States. This, of course, will deter illegal immigration if folks who wish to break into our country run the risk of being sent to Darfur or South Sudan or someplace else. Still, these rogue district judges are exceeding their authority and breaching the U.S. Constitution and the public trust by trying to claim that every illegal alien the Democrats allowed to break into our country deserves a trial before being deported out. Ava Moore got no trial. She got no due process as to whether she would have allowed the illegal alien who killed her to come into the United States. Those who support illegal immigration, they are absurd people. Real Americans know illegal aliens have no right to be in the United States under no law, under no article of the U.S. Constitution. Americans voted for President Trump, and they are getting what they voted for in the president. Americans also voted for a GOP majority. And so far, that GOP majority has produced very little of what we voted for in bills passed and sent to the president's desk. How many more Americans have to die before our people begin to make serious changes to a government that has and continues to grow beyond the consent of the government? That's a very good question every American should be asking in the next primary if real, tangible, and long-lasting results are not achieved by the current majority. You know, folks, I thank God for my wonderful wife, my kids, my country, the greatest nation ever. And Americans like you who believe in the truth, the Chris Salcedo Show will never stop fighting for you.
The Chris Salcedo Show, for the news you need to know.